This word is camping. Let's say that together. Camping. Camping means staying in a tent. Let's say that together. Camping means staying in a tent. This word is packed. Let's say that together. Packed. Packed means to fill something with things you need when you are away from your house. Let's say that together. Packed means to fill something with things you need when you are away from your house. This book, called Fred and Ted Go Camping, is about two friends who go camping. In the book, we see all the things that Fred and Ted do on their camping trip. Peter Eastman is the author of this book. That means he wrote the words. Peter Eastman is also the illustrator. That means he also drew the pictures. Let's start by looking at the pictures and talking together about what's happening. What are they doing? I can see them with a bunch of different stuff. Looks like they're trying to fit it in their cars. What do they do with all that stuff? They packed it up. Look at that one guy. He's got his boat up on something up over his head. What are they doing now? Looks like their cars are back there and they have the boat on top of their head. What are they doing here? They look happy, don't they? They have all their stuff down? What is this guy doing? Looks like he's trying to put up a tent. What about this guy? He's putting up a tent too. His looks a little bit better, doesn't it? What are they doing here? Well, it looks like one of them's asleep and one of them isn't. What are they doing here? What are they doing on this page? What about here? What do you think they're doing on this page? What about here? What happened here? What about this page? What happened here? What do you think's happening on this page? What about here? What's happening on this page? What do you think's happening here? What about this page? What are they doing here? What are they doing here? What about here? What do you think's happening on this page? Now that we have looked at the illustrations, let's read the words to go with the pages and figure out what's happening. Fred and Ted were friends. They liked to go camping in the woods. One day they packed their cars. They were going camping. They drove to the woods. Fred took many things. Ted took few things. They parked their cars and walked into the woods. Fred liked this spot. Ted liked it too. Fred had a hard time with his tent. Ted had an easy time with his tent. That night, Fred was awake. Ted was asleep. The next morning, Ted woke up early. Fred woke up late. They took their boat to the lake. Fred took the heavy end. Ted took the light end. They put their boat in the water. Ted stayed dry, but Fred got wet. They fished. Ted used a net. Fred used a pole. Ted got 10 little fish. Fred got 1 big fish. Splash! The boat tipped over. All the little fish jumped out. Fred and Ted swam away from the big fish. Ted swam fast. Fred swam faster. Ted ran fast. Fred ran faster. Now Ted was hungry. Fred was hungrier. Then they heard a little bird. Look up in a tree, look down at your feet, and soon you will find something to eat, sang the little bird. Fred looked up. He saw nothing. Ted looked down. He saw something. Berries! Fred looked up again. Bonk! Something hit Fred on the head. A nut! They even found some crab apples. They went back to camp. Ted ran with the berries. Fred walked with the apples and nuts. They cooked the apples and the nuts in a pan on a fire. They ate it all up. Ted ate slowly. Fred ate quickly. What about the berries? They saved the berries for last. Yum. Let's say this word together. Camping. Camping means staying in a tent. On this page of our book, we can see Fred and Ted camping. They're both sleeping or trying to sleep in their tents outside. We could use the word camping another way. We could say, my mom and I went camping in the backyard this weekend. Let's say this word together. Packed. Packed means to fill something with things you need when you're away from your house. On this page of our book, it says that Fred and Ted packed their cars. They were taking all the stuff they needed when they left their house. We could use the word packed another way. We could say, I packed my books into my backpack.